action. What's up, Joy Tribe? It's your girl, Joy Villa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I have a very special guest. Boop, boop, boop. My cousin. The one, the only, Randi.
Hello.
This is my real life cousin, real true blood cousin, but we're more like sisters. I love her dearly. We're goofballs together, and she is joining me to react to feminism fails. That's right. We're going to react to feminism fails. So, Randi, tell our audience about what you do. I mean, you're obviously a rock star, guitarist extraordinaire. You've toured around the country, songwriter,
please don't
singer.
say that, cousin. Please, you're setting me up, man. Thank you.
The most brilliant and interesting woman in the world. She really is, though. She's traveled around the world as well, like me. It runs in our blood. And it's such a pleasure because I love my cousin. And my audience gets to love you too, Joy Tribe. Make sure you leave a comment down below how cool my cousin is.
Aww.
All right, you ready to react to this nonsense? Let's see what's up.
I don't know what you're going to show me. Let's just say,
exactly.
Let's just let the record show. I don't know what is going to happen. You said something about feminism. I don't even know what it means. So roll it.
Roll it. We're gonna react to this video. It's a collection of feminism fails. Let's see what you think. Here we go. So this is Susan Wojcicki of YouTube, actually.
Hi, everyone. I'm excited to welcome.
I like funny noises. You should be fixing YouTube.
How savage. We're doing this on YouTube. Sorry, Susan.
Who is Susan? Nobody cares.
She's the CEO. She's the CEO of YouTube. So
okay.
Yeah, she's like the CEO of YouTube. So she's like a super raging feminist, though.
Okay.
Feminism versus logic.
This is already slanted a certain way.
Of course, there are serious debates to be had about racism. But my God, the world has moved and moved fast from where it used to be.
You are part of the problem. If you
I'm
think
not part
that
of the problem.
You are part of the problem, Piers, because you.
Real quick, do you think she was born a woman?
Oh, I thought immediately a dude, but
I think that she wasn't born a woman.
But that's okay. I thought. Don't get me in trouble, Joy. I love people. You're asking questions out of the blue.
I'm just wondering. Joy, drop a comment down below. Is this a female or a male?
It's okay.
Don't
matter.
It's a person. Well, it kind of. Yeah, I'm just wondering. Okay, let's go.
But denying my lived experience.
What do you mean? I'm not denying you
You're speaking
anything.
over me, for one.
Well, no, now you're playing your old trick of being the victim. And you played that you immediately came out after you were fired with all the stuff about all the insults you've had and so on and so on. Of course you're going to get insulted. I don't agree with the way they've insulted you, but when you call every white person racist,
my mother's
well, when you say, I don't have the energy to talk about the racial violence of white people anymore, yes, all white people, when you call us a bunch of violent racists.
Wait a second. So he says something, it's hard to decipher, but he said something key there. So I remember when this happened. Do you remember this? This is a Loreal model. I think she is trans. I'm not sure. But this is a Loreal model who's black, who was on a Loreal commercial or was hired by Loreal to represent or something. And then she was fired because of her comments. She said, I can't take, she like tweeted it or something. I can't take the racism of white people. And she wrote, yes, all white people. And Loreal dropped her. And that's what he's calling her on. Loreal dropped her. And now she's claiming victimhood. Like, I can't believe Loreal fired a black woman in this.
I didn't hear anybody say that yet, though. So maybe I'm missing part of the interview.
Okay, let me roll it back because
you don't have to.
The backstory.
I'll take your word. No, I'll take your word for it.
No, because obviously my cousin doesn't even believe what I'm saying.
No. That's why I said don't roll it back, because I believe you. I just didn't know the context. I don't know. You know. So
I wanted to give you the context because it says model claims comments were response to Charlottesville unrest. So this was during Charlottesville, and she claims, no, I was responding to that specific incident where There was racists carrying the torches. Remember the tiki dudes?
I remember Charlottesville, but
yeah, but you can't say all white people and then be like, no, just kidding. I was just talking about those white people. It's like, But I'm going to roll it back a little bit because he actually reads her tweets. This is Piers Morgan.
What do you mean? I'm not denying
you're speaking over me, for one.
Well, no, now you're playing your old trick of being the victim.
She's super condescending, though. She's super condescending, right?
You're talking over me, for one.
Yeah, for one.
You played that you immediately came out after you were fired with all the stuff about all the insults you've had and so on and so on. Of course you're going to get insulted. I don't agree with the way they've insulted you, but when you call every white person racist,
my mother's white.
Okay, but she still called every white person racist. And then she says, my mother's white. Well, that's even worse. You called your mom a racist then.
When you say, I don't have the energy to talk about the racial violence of white people anymore, yes, all white people. When you call us a bunch of violent racists,
where does slavery come from?
All of us, we are going to get annoyed. You think the hundreds of...
Why not just say, yes, Piers, you're right. Can we move on?
Yeah, she could have diffused it and said, you know what, you're right. I shouldn't have said
people.
I was upset.
If that's what she said, just be like.
Because he was reading her tweets.
I spoke
She didn't deny
anger. It. Yeah, just be like, I spoke in anger. I didn't mean it. I apologize.
Yeah. But you know what that would take?
For lunch? Humility.
And accountability. Yeah. Kevin Samuel says accountability is a modern women's kryptonite.
We could all use a healthy dose of it. I mean,
I know.
I think that it's hard for me to put importance on this topic when I feel like there's way bigger issues. So I'm trying to care about this. I hope you forgive me.
Like her issue? Like this issue in particular?
What they're talking about. It could be very
asinine.
Important. But I guess it relating it to my world, it doesn't have any relevancy. I'm like, I hope both of those people are okay and healthy. But it seems like such a non-point, especially when I'm like,
I know.
Where's my tax refund? That's what I really want to know. It's like,
I know groceries are expensive too. We got gas prices. But it's true. It is a non-issue, but it's like these are the kind of issues that get blown up.
Yeah,
out of
bothers me when people, I guess she's deflecting.
Yeah.
So saying you're talking over me, my mom is white. Like, it doesn't seem like that has any relevancy over what the comment was, the comment that was made. Address that part. I don't think he cares if your mother is Spanish.
Yeah, you still said it. It's like if I say
it's like it doesn't,
all dogs should go to hell instead of heaven.
But
and then I wrote that and I go, but I have a dog. It's like, well, then why'd you say that? That's even worse.
But the sense I'm getting is like when you're caught in not a lie, but if you see that you're losing an argument, you will grab for whatever you can. Like it's
absolutely
like you're going down.
And she looks desperate. It's true. She looks desperate.
But I really do.
But she shouldn't have said it then.
I feel for both people because it's like, folks, it's just not. It's not even really important. We got
get over yourself.
It's
I agree.
But
should we watch a little more?
If you'd like to.
Okay, I like your take. Some more spicy takes, Joy Tribe. Spicy takes. Leave a comment down below if you like what Randy's saying. If you like what I'm saying, I read all the comments. Let's continue.
Thousands of people on food banks in this country. White people amongst them are privileged.
They have more.
More privileges than you.
I did not say that. I did
a
not
wealthy
say
supermodel.
I did not. Please show me my bank account.
All right. You've been out of this. So.
That was sharp.
Please send me my bank account.
Now Pierce is going off topic. It's like, dude.
Well, because he said white privilege. She said white privilege. So he's debating her on that topic. He's just he's taking her
personal account.
But I have to say, though, to play devil's advocate, because I like Piers Morgan. He says some crazy stuff, but he says some good on-point stuff. He's just very controversial.
Right.
So a lot of people don't like him. And I think what he's saying is like, it's true that the outlier, right? She's a wealthy black supermodel. That doesn't mean all black people are wealthy supermodels. Obviously, she's the rarity, but he's using, because she's saying like white privilege and all this stuff, and we could debate if white privilege exists. But the point is also, it's not something that's just cut and dry, because there's white people who are starving and hungry on the streets. I mean, this is what he's saying. Yeah. So he's kind of, it's very spicy. She was just, I think she didn't come ready. If you're going to back up those comments, like you said, I think she should have humbled herself and said, "You're right. I misspoke." But here's my actual thing. I'm trying to say is that, but she can't, because her whole argument, it's a straw man argument. It is built on this thing that I'm the victim. I'm a poor black girl, and then how dare Loreal fire me? Racism. But like she's the racist, because she's the one who said all white people are racist. So it's like,
I understand now what the argument is, and it's still pretty silly to me.
It's exhausting, right?
It's silly. It's not exhausting. It's just silly, because it's, first of all, well, I'm going to get real hippie with it. So if you want to go ahead and
get hippie with it,
I'm a hippie.
You want to hear a little more and then get hippie with it? Getting hippie with it.
Play as much as you want.
Getting hippie with it.
Not okay. You know what I mean by hippie? I mean like flower power hippie.
Flower power.
I'm just like we're all brothers and sisters. There is no black. There is no white, unless you're talking about painting or a photo. Am I? I was never.
I love this.
What's the opposite of cancel? I'm not even on the other side of that. I'm not even. I'm not in the running.
Wisdoms.
No, I'm not
dropping the wisdom.
I'm just saying, girl. I feel like that's more of an idea anyway that I don't ascribe to. So
yeah. Your thinking is. I mean, we've had a lot of intellectual conversations in Joy Tribe audience out there. Like, we've had a lot of intellectual conversations. Me and Randi, we speak all the time. She's one of my best friends. She's my cousin. I love her. She's my sister. And we talk about all kinds of different spicy topics, and we have this intellectual outside thinking that we don't think with our race necessarily. We don't think necessarily with our gender. We think with, does it make sense?
Feeling,
right?
Love, logic, and emotion. Because I'll speak for myself. I'm an emotional person. I don't like to lead with emotion, but it definitely plays into what informs my decisions sometimes. You know? So
I mean, I think it's okay as long as you can know that, okay, this is my emotions.
Right.
This isn't always the facts, right? Like, this girl, she can't see outside her emotions. Right? She's just like,
I don't know.
She can't see it. It doesn't make sense. Well, let's play a little bit more, and then we're gonna have to continue a part 2, because this whole feminism versus logic video is
so where's the feminist part? Because this is more of like a race related topic.
That's true.
I don't know what is the feminist part. What's the
whole video is called Feminism versus Logic. Let's see what else they get into. I think there's more things.
Let me ask you again. Do you think that white people on food banks in this country are more or less privileged than you?
I did not say that, Piers. I said...
You just implied that. You said that all white people have privilege.
Let me speak, please. I'm saying that if a person is at the food banks and they're white and there's their counterpart and that counterpart is black, that white person has more of a chance of getting out of that situation than their black counterpart.
Where's the evidence for that?
Because of white privilege.
Really?
White people have more access to housing,
so poor white people, just to clarify, poor white people have a better chance in Britain of getting out of their poverty than poor black people?
Yes.
All of them?
I feel like I'm up against the wall with you, Piers.
No, you're not. What you're up against is somebody challenging you on your public statements.
Yes.
Which you've managed
I gotta say, this is pretty spicy.
to turn into a massive great story of your poor victimhood. And I'm telling you, now you're sitting here, that I think when you say all white people are racially violent, that is deeply offensive.
But wait.
Woo!
There's more.
We need to be speaking about what the root of racism, what the root of sexism is. And sexism doesn't come from women.
Big picture,
so of course,
girl.
I know. I hate when they do that, right? I hate when they go into, okay, well, it stems from systemic. It's like, I think she lost this argument. I have to say that Pierce Brosnan.
He was in one of the James Bond
British
movies.
guys.
I loved him in that movie, GoldenEye.
I know. He's so handsome.
I
loved him in Mrs. Doubtfire.
This dude. Yeah,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes, he was good in that.
We've seen it. This is just, she lost the argument. To me, she lost this because she cannot see from another
feel
angle.
like
She can't debate.
I think they both lost because I don't know if either one of them used empathy. I don't know if either one of them put the shoes of the other on. I don't know if that happened. It didn't feel like it. It felt like it was just. I feel like it was combat, man. I don't like combat. I feel like
it was definitely a debate. You know,
it was a debate. But was it supposed to be an interview or was it supposed to be a debate? Like, could you imagine?
I think when you go on with peers, it's always a debate. If you go on with peers. She should know. I mean, I've done tons and tons of media interviews. If you go on with peers, you need to. I always research the people before I go on a show with them because I often assume they're going to be against my views as a conservative, as a woman that is, I have my views. Yeah. I just know. I don't care if they even say, "Oh, I'm a big fan of yours." I'm ready for battle because I've gone in, but I'm very, very media savvy over 5-6 years of doing this. She obviously is not, but she shouldn't have said some spicy comments like that. Girl, don't say all white people are racist and then not be expected to be someone to be offended. Right. That's an offensive statement. Like she should have said, I don't like racism. If you're in the public I don't like these particular white racists. Make it specific. Don't make it general.
Or don't even put a color on it. Yeah, don't even put a color.
That was her whole thing. She got dropped from Loreal, and now she's whining to me.
I would have, if it were you, and you said something that you meant at the time, because you were being emotional, perhaps, and you said something, and a company dropped you. What would you do if you were in this person's shoes?
I'd own up to it. I'd own up to it, and I'd apologize. It depends on what I said, because some people deserve to be canceled. I don't like cancel culture, but if you say something like that, like all white people, she even said it. She even, clarified it. She didn't just say, oh, yeah, she should have scaled back. Because sometimes I say, don't apologize. Don't go to the woke mob. But sometimes you have to humble yourself and say, yeah, this was stupid. I shouldn't have said, you ugly like a dog. That was offensive. Okay, cousin, we're going to continue. We're going to continue after this.
Go ahead, move it.
We're going to end it. Joy Tribe, thank you so much. Big shout out to my cousin, Randi, rockstar extraordinaire. I'll put all her links down below. You can listen to her music. She's working on a new album and a tour.
I am working on an album.
Yes, you are. You know the truth.
I am.
She's incredible. And she's going to join me for another reaction video where we continue on Feminism Fails. This was spicy, though. I liked your take.
I am working on an album. I'm not saying I'm incredible.